What's going on, family? What's good? What's good, man? Great noon, great noon, great evening. Hope everybody out there having a great day. Listen, man, we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna, read a short article and then I'm gonna pretty much freestyle from there. Talk about a few things and then go from now. Hope everybody out there having a good day. Hope everybody out there having a good day and being safe. Okay. So before I get into anything, let's see. Should we play Mr.
Oh no, ma'am. We're going to get that shot right now.
No, Mommy, I don't want to get a shot.
But Princess, you have to. It's the only way to protect your immune system.
Hold on, wait. Before you get that shot, there's another way. Mr. P is here to bring you the knockout tea.
The knockout tea? What is that?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It strengthens your immune system, protects you from the cold and flu. It has all natural ingredients: organic elderberry, manuka honey, sea moss, ginger, clove, turmeric, and many more. And also, it's great for kids her age. Try it. You won't regret it.
This tastes amazing. I feel better already. Thank you, Mr. P.
No problem. It's my duty. And always remember, prevention is the best cure.
Listen, man, Mr. P, Mr. Prevention. Listen, when we came up with him, man, it was just something, that we wanted to do different. And Mr. P, he represents what it truly means to alkaline your environment. So y'all lay around for Mr. P. He gonna be popping up on a few scenes, man. He got one that's in the work with the Thanksgiving. So hopefully, our team, our people, can get that video done by the time before Thanksgiving hit. And that's gonna be another exciting one. But yeah, so the knockout tea, right here, the knockout tea. Okay, this is a wonderful tea, man. Elderberry, hibiscus, cinnamon sticks, sea moss, bladderwrack, oregano, manuka honey, not your regular honey, ground clove, cilantro, turmeric, ginger, and cayenne. Now, as I say all those names, right, as I list all those ingredients, don't think that it's a bunch of those ingredients in there. Like it's just small pinches of the herbs and spices, like small pinches. So the majority of the tea is from the elderberry and the hibiscus, and I would say the sea moss, right, and the manuka honey. The herbs and the spices are like, very small quantities. So it's not that much. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. Okay. But what we're going to talk about today is symptoms are not the problem. Okay. They're actually the solution. Okay. That's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to read a short article to, give some validation. Because that's what I like to do. I don't like to just go off of opinion. Can you pass me the water, please? So I don't like to just go off opinions. Okay. But that's what we're going to talk about today. But like I do, hey, turn the water. Got to keep it on that. But like I do before any subject that I get into, I like to share with you guys what we got going on as far as alkaline environment and the things that I want you guys to take advantage of. So give me a second as I share my screen. Right? And family, man, listen, it doesn't matter if you're in Miami. It really doesn't. Take advantage of this sale. Take advantage of this sale because, again, due to the season change, I say this all the time, due to the season change, okay, due to the time change, because both of those play a significant role in what's going on. It's not that much sun exposure. So that means the vitamin D levels are going to be very low. Okay. So being that the vitamin D levels is going to be very low because of the time change and the shortage of the sun. Okay, when you have vitamin low, I say vitamin low. When your vitamin D levels are very low, you're susceptible, okay, and more vulnerable to a whole host of different illnesses and diseases. So you want to make sure that you're doing the correct and proper things to keep your immune system strong, keep it intact. All right. Now, again, those who are in other states where it snows, okay, the weather already changing. Regardless if it's summer, spring, winter, or fall, you guys don't even really get that much sunlight at all. You definitely want to get it now, because as we go into this winter, right? We're going to the season of the winter. Listen, man, I already showed you guys. I'm gonna show you guys again. They are going to make the connection. Okay, the connection is there. If you ain't paying attention, pay attention to the news. If you want more accurate, pay attention to, I would say, CNN. Okay, CNN, or what's the other one? C-SPAN, should I say? I'm sorry, it's not CNN. CNN, C-SPAN. Pay attention to C-SPAN. C-SPAN is a little bit more accurate. These coronavirus cases, they're going up, okay, and it's happening on a very low scale. Okay, it's not on a large scale right now. So what they're gonna do is, I can feel it, I can sense it. When the winter hit and the weather really, changes completely, then this is when you're gonna see the spike take place. This is when you're gonna see the panic again. So you guys want to be in prevention mode, all right? Because prevention is the best cure. So you want to be on your T's, all right? You want to be on your T's, you want to be on your herbs. So right now, we have a special going on, okay? The cold and flu package, as you can see on the screen. So basically, you buy 2 and get 1 free, all right? You buy 2 and get 1 free. And another way to, rephrase that is, you could get 3 of these items, okay? You can get 3 of these items, and the one that's less value, you will get for free. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Right now, it's right in my face. Perfect lineup. So you got the knockout tea right here, which is $30. And then you got the sea moss gel, 16 ounce, right? Which is $25. And then you got the elderberry herb, which is $6. So you get all 3 of these, okay? If you want to get all 3 of these, guess what? Which one would be for free? The less value or the cheapest. So it would be the elderberry herb. You will get that one for free. And guess what? We throw in a bonus, which is the 1 ounce baobab, okay? High in vitamin C powder. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. We giving this stuff to you because we love you guys, all right? And we want to see you guys in your most optimum health, all right? It's possible. So prevention is the best cure. Jump on it right now. Have it in your closet or whatever, in your kitchen, in your cabinets. Have it. You know what I'm saying? Put the teas in the refrigerator. If you can't run through them, freeze them. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You make use of it later, but have it. So that way you don't be one of those people or those persons, right? That you be like, damn, I should have got this and I should have got this. I should have did this and I should have did that. All right. We want to be proactive, not reactive or reactionary. We want to be proactive, not reactive or reactionary. Always remember that. All right. So these are some of the items you get. The knockout tea, the sea moss, all the sea mosses, right? And the bladder rat, the elderberry herb. You get the elderberry liquid. Okay. That right there has just been flying off the shelf. People love it because it's so versatile. Not only can you use it for yourself, but you can use it for your kids. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said before, you got to think about it. Kids are they're most connected with being spoon-fed. You see what I'm saying? Like when they get into that, like those, like what, that 10th month, 11th, 12th month, 1 year old, they want to be spoon-fed. So this is why the elderberry liquid syrup is so perfect. So you can take it as an adult, but it's definitely good for the youngins, the newborns, the infants, and things of that nature. So you also got the elderberry tea, so we have the knockout tea and we have the elderberry tea. The difference between the two is one have hibiscus, one doesn't. Okay, but it still has the same herbs, so that's why it's $5 cheaper, right? So we got the cold and flu blend right here with the echinacea and the blueberry. I mean, on the elderberry. I'm sorry. And these, these two herbs make a very, very good tea, and they're very beneficial. So take advantage of this sale, man. You get three. Right, you select three items. The one that's lesser value or the cheapest, you get for free, and you get 1 ounce of the baobab powder. Now remember, you can load up on vitamin C, and the baobab is very high in vitamin C, alongside from other minerals and nutrients, because it has your natural electrolytes in there as well, and then it has the fiber. So that, to me, that makes it nutrient dense. All right, to me, right, because nutrient dense means a little bit more than that, but to me it does. So remember, your body can't make or store vitamin C. So you want to, you want to OD on the vitamin C. That's what you want to do. And why? Because vitamin C protects your immune system. That's what it does. So this is why it's a part of the flu package, the cold and flu package. So family, I can't stress this enough, and I have to keep reiterating it because I want you guys to jump on it. So yeah, that's what it is. So our cold and flu package, take advantage of that. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Okay. So enough of that. So what I want to get into today, again, is we're gonna talk about the symptoms not being a problem, and they're actually a part of the solution. So I'm gonna pull this article up right here. That's very short. There's not that much to it, and we're gonna talk about this, family. We're gonna talk about that. So let me hold on, give me a second. Yeah. Right. So let's read, right? So it says right here, the 5 channels of elimination. Now, the reason why I'm reading this article, or the reason why I'm bringing it up, is because, all right, it's like this. When you are going through a situation where you're actually, sick, okay, when you come across what they call acute diseases, right, or acute systems, right? These, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. Okay, I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. So just to show you some examples of what acute diseases or symptoms is your common colds, coughs, sleepiness, flus. All right. Let me scroll down here because they got a little bit more examples of it. Okay. Where am I looking at? Where is it? But that's pretty much what it is. Colds, coughs, flu, headaches, dehydration, things of that nature. That would be considered your acute symptoms or your acute diseases. Now, okay, so this one right here, this one I want to show you. So you got acute inflammation, acute bronchitis, sore throat from a cold or flu, acute appendicitis, right? Acute tonsillitis, acute infective meningitis, and acute sinusitis. Okay, so when you look at all these different acute inflammation categories, what do they share in common? That's respiratory system. Okay, they share a lot in common with the respiratory system, especially with the bronchitis, the tonsils, right? All that is dealing with the bronchitis. So when you come across the common cold, when you come across the flu, when you get a headache, when you dehydrated and stuff like that, listen, the first thing you have to say to yourself, okay, these symptoms are here for a reason. That's the first thing you got to say to yourself. So when you come across the acute diseases or the acute symptoms or the acute illnesses, that's your body's intelligent way of saying that, hey, look, it's a problem that's going on, and I'm giving you a warning, and the warning is going to come in a sign of, or in the form of, these actual type of illnesses. So when you get the cold, when you get the flu, right, when you get these type of situations going on, the first thing that most people do is do what? They go to over-the-counter drug. That's what they do. So what they're doing is they're trying to suppress the symptoms. So you got the cold, you got the flu, your body getting ready to shut down, and the first thing you do is go get some Mucinex, or you try to go get some Theraflu, or whatever it is, whatever over-the-counter drug it is. Now, I'm gonna be fair with y'all. And I'm gonna share this with y'all. Now, of course, we push herbs, we push the teas and things of that nature. But the thing is, with y'all, what a lot of people fail to do, and a lot of people fail to realize is this: when you come across the acute disease or the acute illness, that's your body's intelligent way of sending you a signal, like a warning sign, like, hey, you better tighten up. And you're supposed to just let the process go through. This is what you're supposed to do. So whenever you take a drug, whenever you take a herb, okay, you're actually suppressing the symptoms. Now, when you take a natural alternative, like the herbs, the teas, and things of that nature, this is when you're supposed to listen. Listen what I'm saying. This is when you're supposed to take off. And what I mean by take off is this is when you're supposed to really go in and just say, you know what, I'm changing up my entire diet. You feel me? I'm gonna go plant-based, vegan, vegetarian. That's the least. I mean, I'm not going no further than that, right? And this is when you should start to implement, you know, more plant-based foods, you know, more herbs and things of that nature. Because at the end of the day, certain herbs are there to, again, prevent. Certain herbs are there to prevent. So this is when you really supposed to take off running with this stuff and never look back. Most people don't understand that, though. Most people don't understand that. So anytime you take an over-the-counter drug, anytime you use, even if it's a natural remedy, you got to understand what you're doing. You're actually suppressing the symptom. You're actually suppressing or slowing down the body's intelligent way of healing. Okay, symptoms is a form of your body's intelligent, is an intelligent performance by your body telling you that, hey, I am trying to heal. So what I'm saying is that you are actually supposed to let this process naturally take place. This is what you're supposed to do. Okay. So when that happens, right? When that happens, what happens is the process, you know, it goes through completely. Once the mucus is gone, once the headaches are gone and things of that nature, then now you can really start healing. Now you can really, you know, get into that situation where the body is actually, you know, doing better. It's progressing. Okay, it's getting to that level of optimum health. And I'm gonna share a story with y'all. And this is how I know this to be a fact. When I first cut out eating meat, okay, I went through it. I'm talking like I had headaches. I was lightheaded at times. It was so much phlegm, so much mucus coming up out of me, and I knew. See, the difference is when you're not, you know, when you're not doing anything that you're changing, you feel me, health wise. The difference is that you don't never take into consideration what's actually happening. But since I knew what I was doing, like I took it into consideration that my body is going to change, if that makes sense. See, if you just get sick, okay, but you're not like it's not because of a change that you implemented, then you will never really ponder on it or take it into consideration that this is part of the process. You just say to yourself, like, damn, I'm sick, like something wrong. And this is 9 times out of 10 what leads you to go take that drug. You see what I'm saying? But just imagine if you said to yourself, okay, look, I'm going plant-based, I'm going vegan, I'm for to stop doing this, I'm for to cut out this and cut out that. Then you will embrace the process, if that makes sense. You will embrace the process because you will say that, okay, I know from, you know, hearing this person or, you know, reading this study, you feel me? Or just hearing that person had that experience, you will say to yourself, like, okay, I know it's going to be some side effects, all right, with this new journey that I'm about to take. So you will embrace the process. But most of us, we don't really have, like, it's not a mental thing that we do, you feel me, in regards to, like, taking our bodies to the next level. So when we get sick, we just brush it off and just find something to, you know, suppress the symptoms, and we just keep going. Okay, if that makes sense. So the thing is this: when you say to yourself, when you put it in your mind that you finna go vegan or whatever it is, no more eating bad, you embrace the process. So as you go through these changes, as your body starts feeling weak, right? You get a little sick, you may throw up, you may, you know, expel a lot of mucus and phlegm and things of that nature. You understand what's going on, what's taking place, and you just let it flow naturally. You see what I'm saying? If you're gonna continue with it, because some people relapse. But if you're gonna continue with it, you just let it flow naturally. So what end up happening is that after a while, guess what? The body starts to change. This is how we know. This is how we know that acute illnesses or diseases or symptoms is the body's intelligent way of cleansing and healing. This is how you know that, because after a while, like when you know, cut out the meat and stuff like that, the body starts to change. You start to feel better. You start to listen. You start to lose weight, right? Instantaneously, you start to lose weight. Okay, you start, you know, the inflammation levels go down. All type of different things start changing. You can ask anybody who went plant-based, who stopped eating meat. They'll tell you that the weight change. Okay, not only the weight change, they start feeling better and things of that nature. Okay, so but remember, that was a voluntary process that took place. So when you get sick, that's involuntary. You're not making yourself sick. This is your body's special way of doing these things. But you have to take heed of that. You have to really sit down and say to yourself, what is actually happening? Okay, so acute illnesses or acute diseases should never really be suppressed. Okay, but however, I understand through certain circumstances, people got to go to work. You feel me? You got to put food on the table and keep a roof over your head and clothing on your back. So I understand that. But if you're going to go to a natural alternative, understand that this is your chance. This is your shot. This is your chance right now to take off and never look back and really, really heal the body. Okay? Proper healing takes place when you just chill and relax and let it go. All you do is sip water. You sip water and you just let it happen. Now, if it's a chronic disease, then that's different. But that is the difference between those two. And let me show you. So again, the acute diseases will be your colds, your flus, your headaches, dehydrations, and things in that nature. But chronic disease is severe. Chronic disease is what? Heart disease, cancer, chronic lung disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, diabetes, kidney disease, so forth and so on. But you have to understand is that the reason for chronic disease is because the acute diseases or illnesses was ignored or suppressed. And what do I mean by that? Again, it goes back to what I just said. Most people will go and turn directly to what? Over-the-counter drugs. So what happens is, not only are you slowing down the process of cleansing and elimination, what you're also doing is you're actually putting more toxins in the body. So you're making the body more toxic. So the toxicity level in the body is higher now because you're using drugs, an unnatural substance, okay? That's not natural to the body. You have to understand this. So every time you go, you feel me, for that over-the-counter medicine, that over-the-counter drug, when you have an acute disease, okay, you're basically telling your very intelligent, complex body that I don't want to heal. That's basically what you're doing. And that I just want to feel better right now, get rid of this shit right now, you feel me, so I can continue on about my day. But in all actuality, what you should be doing, you should be embracing the process and letting it flow. To me, the best way to heal is to get the fuck out of the way of the body and just let it do itself. Organisms only heal its organism, if that makes sense. Organisms can only heal the organism, meaning that really is no significant herb or anything that really actually heals the body. Okay, all those different alternatives and herbs and drugs and things of that nature, they are stimulants. They assist with the process, but they don't actually heal the body. They don't actually heal the organism itself. Understand that. This is very important to understand. So the best way to allow the body to heal is to get the fuck out of the way of it and let it take care of the process. Water. This is why water is so important, and not no distilled water. Distilled water doesn't have any charge. Okay, you need current. You need current. You need some form of energy. So this is why natural spring water, okay, that's clean, will always be the #1 go-to. Nothing detoxifies the body without water. So the herbs can be as potent as they want to be, but if there's no water to help process, okay, to help force that elimination, to help expel that elimination, then nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. So water, you silt water and you let the process take place. Remember, I told you guys that getting a fever is part of the body's intelligent way of healing yourself. That is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's only good, right, when you understand no, matter of fact, it's good when you understand that this is letting me know that my immune system is working, okay? And it's a bad thing when it constantly keep happening. It's constantly, so it's so they precursors to one another, in other words, okay? Because getting sick can be a signal of something good and it can be a signal of something bad. Understand this. So it's not a good, it's not one of those type deals where it's like, yo, man, you sick, you fucked up. And this is what a lot of people don't know. This information, I don't like, it's crazy. A lot of people don't understand it. They don't really understand it. So, you know, I digress. Let's move forward. So just understand, dog, that, you know, you really don't want to suppress acute diseases. You really want to embrace it. You really want to allow the process to take place. Because if you don't, okay, because if you don't and you continuously suppress it and you use over-the-counter drugs, what you're going to do is you're going to get better, you're going to feel better, and you're going to go back to eating all the foods that made you get the acute disease in the first place. Okay, that's what you're going to do. And then on top of that, you'd have made your body more toxic by putting a drug in you that was not, okay, that has no relationship with your body. Understand what I'm saying? And this is what leads to chronic diseases. Okay, chronic diseases is what takes you out of the game. Heart disease, cancer. All right, those are the top 2 killers. Those are the #1 and #2. Okay, most leading causes deaths. Right, and then you got the chronic lung disease right after that. Okay, but that runs concurrent with cancer because lung disease can be what? Lung cancer. All right, that's what that can be. Right, you see right here, smoking, obesity. I mean, obesity. Okay, and then you got strokes. So strokes run concurrent with what? Heart disease. Because if you got a bad heart, then 9 times out of 10 you're more susceptible to come to get a stroke. And then Alzheimer's and diabetes and things of that nature, and kidney disease and things of that nature. So again, and I'm gonna move forward. We're gonna read this article right quick. When you come across acute diseases, okay, or illnesses, symptoms, however you want to term it, right? Do not suppress it. Stop suppressing it. Allow it to go through its natural flow, okay, its natural process. Now, again, if you're gonna take an herb, if you're gonna take an alternative, you're gonna drink the tea. If you're gonna do these things, understand what you're doing. You're giving your body, you're giving yourself an opportunity to make a change right then and there. It's not the same with an over-the-counter drug, okay? It's not the same with that. I need you to understand this. Drugs are nothing but a artificial form of nature. That's what drugs is, okay? One strand took it from a particular plant and then The rest of it is chemicalized. That's what it is. So it tries to mimic nature, but it can never mimic nature. Okay. So if you're gonna take a natural herb, you're gonna take your herbs and your spices, which are good for you. Understand something, that is a perfect opportunity right then and there to take off. Do not get it twisted. Do not think because you don't get sick, because you do not get sick, that's a good thing. It's a good thing if your body is clean, okay? But that's a bad thing if your body is not clean. It's a good thing if your body is clean, and it's a bad thing if your body is not clean. Very important to understand. So people be walking around here talking about, boy, I never get sick. I never get sick. Do you know that it takes energy to produce symptoms? How do we know that? Let me give you a perfect example. When you die, you know what they used to do, but they went away from it? Do anybody know? What they used to do, they would check your bowels. That's what they would do. They would check your bowels and they would see if they could see some urine. Why? Because after you die, it's a whole bunch of energy that's released. Okay? It takes energy to hold in your bowels. It takes energy to hold in your urination, right? Your urine, should I say? I'm sorry. It takes energy to do that. So once you die, the energy is gone. It's gone. So 9 times out of 10, a person will shit on themselves, right? It's natural, but they don't go about it that way no more. All right, they check the pulse. That's what they do. So this is how you know that if you don't get sick, that can be a sign of you having very, very low energy. Very important to understand. Very important to understand. This is why a lot of people be walking around and dropping like fucking flies, and they have no reason why. Okay, they don't know. They don't. It's no clue. They'll never make this connection. It takes energy to produce symptoms. Understand that. Your immune, when you get sick, that's your body's intelligent way of showing you that your immune system is working. Because when you get a fever, what is that? That's your body heating up the body to burn off the bacteria and viruses that's invaded. Very important to understand. A cold is what? It's expelling of mucus and toxins, okay, out of the body throughout the mucus lining throughout the entire body and throughout the mucous membranes. That's what that is. Because now you have this excessive amount of mucus that needs to get out of the body. This is the reason for the cold, the congestion, the phlegm coming up. That's your body intelligent way of getting rid of toxins, expelling the toxins. That's what it does. I'd explained this before. Okay, when you go to sleep, when you just want to sleep, why is that? Because you utilize a lot of energy being up, running around doing this and doing that. It's a lot of energy you burn. And the number one burning or the number one utilization of your energy comes from what? Digesting, metabolism. Okay. So the body goes into a sleep state. You just want to sleep. You just want to sleep because it understands that if you sleep, okay, this is how you heal. This is why you can work a 14-hour shift, okay, and then you take your ass to sleep and you're ready to run a whole nother 14 hours again. You may not want to do it, but you have the energy to do it because healing is a byproduct. Sleeping is a byproduct for healing. That's what it's for. Last but not least, your appetite. Because again, I just told you, when you metabolizing food, when your digestive system is constantly working, this is the most utilization of your energy. So if you still have an appetite while you sick, that makes no sense. Because that means you're gonna avoid the shit and you're gonna keep eating the shit that got you sick in the first place. Understand, most of the foods in the American standard diet is what? Mucus forming foods, toxicity type foods. Understand that. So when the body is when you get sick and the mucus is being expelled, okay, that's letting your body know, or that's letting you know that your body is going to work and is taking care of the situation. Very important to understand. I don't even know if I want to read this article because I really don't even have to read it now. I really don't have to read it, right? I really don't have to read it now. But you know what? You know, we're gonna do it though. We're gonna do it. Give me a second. We're gonna do it. We're gonna read it. So it's the 5 channels of elimination. All right, and after that, we're gonna cut the video. The 5 channels of elimination. So you got the bowels, you got the urine, you got the lungs, you got the lymph nodes, and you got the skin. So it's when we open the 5 channels of elimination, the body functions with ease. In nourishing our liver, we help the entire elimination channel to no longer be sluggish or backed up. All right. The liver is the main filter of your body. It filters blood, and with the waste creates bile. The bile is then dumped into your colon, bowels, right? Bile is your body's natural laxative. All right. So often, if your liver is unable to do its job well, the colon will be sluggish. Very important. This is why you want to eat, the proper foods. If the colon bowels is sluggish, elimination is backed up and the body becomes increasingly polluted. And this is what your kidney must now filter. So they work together simultaneously. They work together with each other. So if it's a problem, right, with the liver, then it's a problem with the kidneys and vice versa. This causes the kidneys to work harder than they are designed to do, picking up the slack for the under-functioning liver. Liver has over like 500 different jobs, okay? For this reason, the kidneys get tired and stop concentrating urine, so the bladder urine fills more quickly. So if you wake up at night to urinate, your kidneys are overworked and not doing their job as effectively. And this is a fact, because if you drink a lot of water at night, okay, you're probably putting more pressure on the kidneys than it can actually take. So this is why it's very important to, to really pay attention to how much water that you are drinking, okay, and how frequent how frequent you're going back and forth to the bathroom. So if you drink down there a liter of water before you go to sleep, and earlier you just had some juice or something like that, not even an hour in between, then 9 times out of 10 you didn't put more pressure or gave your liver a hard, like more of a task. Because again, the kidneys can only do what? The kidneys can only filter 1 liter of water every hour. Okay. So if you didn't drunk, for example, if you go to sleep at 9 o'clock, but at 8:10 you drunk, some juice, maybe 8 to 10 ounces, 12 ounces of juice. And then you come before you go to sleep and drink a liter of water. Okay. That means now you have put more on top of the kidney than it actually can handle. So what happens is when you go to sleep at night, the kidney say, yo, I can't do nothing with all this. I got to let some of it out. All right. So that's true. So if you wake up at night to urinate, your kidneys are overworked and not doing their job as effectively. Okay. Effectively. At this point, note that your liver and your kidneys are your body's main filters. Both are now working harder than they were designed to work. Now your respiratory system will jump in to assist in the elimination process. The lungs' job is to expel gaseous waste to swipe airborne particles out of your system. When the lungs take more than their load, okay, they produce excess mucus to flush internal waste out through the mucous membrane. This excess mucus congests the respiratory system and increases the occurrence of respiratory infections. Your respiratory system will attempt to sweep out the toxins through the mucous membrane, right? While it tries to help the lungs create excess mucus production. An attempt to flush out the toxins, This can result in sinus trouble, excess phlegm, etc. All right. Your skin can even help out by pushing toxins out through your pores, sweat, and sebaceous glands. Okay. The irritation the toxins have on our skin can cause acne, hives, psoriasis, etc. All right. So your skin is part of the elimination, one of the 5 elimination, channels. So this is how a lot of people have skin diseases, because there be so much toxins in their body, okay, and it cannot find a way to get out. It can't push, so it pushes through the pores, the sweat, and the sebaceous glands. Okay, this is why a lot of people end up with eczema, psoriasis, hives, dermatitis, things of that nature, because your body is so toxic, and your kidneys and your liver is out of whack, like they're not, working properly and function. They're not functioning properly. So the body is trying to release, always trying to release. Man, listen, the body is amazing. This system we have, we got to take care of it. This vehicle we have, this avatar we have, we got to take care of it. So your lymphatic system filters out toxins through your lymph nodes, which contain white blood cells that attack bacteria and viruses as they pass through the body. So I can't stress this enough. So the 5 channels of elimination are your bowels, your urine, your lungs, your lymph nodes, and your skin. So you definitely want to be getting massages, right? Because you know why? Massages help with your lymph nodes. Just moving around help with your lymph nodes, your lymphatic system, your lymphatic fluids, right? And it helps get rid of the toxins and things of that nature. Your skin, you want to take care of your skin. You want to take care of your skin. Don't be putting in everything on your body, on your skin. It's the large organ you got. And then your lungs, you want to make sure, you breathing in the purest air as you possibly can, especially in your house. Make sure you got you some humidifiers, and you got you some essential oils. So that's gonna help purify the air. Maybe get you a Himalayan sea salt lamp. Put you some snake plants around the crib, some bamboo plants that helps filter the air. Okay, so you can breathe in clean air. And urine, you want to make sure that you're drinking enough water, staying hydrated, not putting too much pressure on the kidneys. All right, and you're doing what you need to do. And then your bowels, you want to eat a lot of high fiber foods and plant-based foods and fruits and things of that nature, the dark leafy greens, vegetables. So that's gonna keep your bowels regulated. Simple as that. Simple as that. So that's pretty much what I want to talk about. So I hope you guys understand the difference between acute diseases, right? Which is your common flu, cold, and things of that nature. And the difference between acute diseases and chronic diseases. I hope you guys understand that. Chronic diseases is the top killers. So acute diseases suppressed, okay, by over-the-counter drugs puts more toxicity in your body, more toxins in your body. And in turn, if you really don't get to the root problem, okay, the cause of it, the root cause of the problem, then eventually it's going to lead to chronic diseases. And chronic diseases will take you out. So the acute diseases is an intelligent way of how your body warns you of what's taking place and what's going on. It's a warning. It's a heads up. Like, hey, this is what's going on. Take care of it. So you're supposed to embrace the process. Okay? You're supposed to embrace the process and go from there. Clean your body up from there. Because if you don't, you're gonna keep suppressing it with the over-counter drug. You're gonna go right back to what got you the acute disease, and then eventually it's gonna turn into a chronic disease. And that chronic disease eventually is gonna get you up out of here. I understand that. I understand that. So mucus is a good thing. Okay, mucus is part of our makeup. We have a mucus lining that runs through our entire system, right? So the mucus is there to protect and coat the cells, right? It's there to coat the organs, and it's there to trap bacteria, toxins, all right, and expel them throughout the body, or out of the body. I'm sorry, expel them out of the body to eliminate them. That's what they're for. But when you eat foods that's, mucus forming, and you put too much in you, then this is when you get the colds and the flu, and that's your body intelligent way of telling you, hey, look, you got to tighten up. All right, I'm gonna do my job as much as I can, but I need your assistance. I need your help. So being sick is not a bad thing, but it can be a bad thing. Understand that. I know that shit sound like crazy, but it is what it is. So symptoms are not the problem. They're actually part of the solution. The acute illnesses, symptoms, diseases is the epitome of healing. Listen to what I'm saying. When you come across an acute symptom, common cold, flu, etc., that is actually your body healing. We got it backwards. So anybody who watching this video and still around, listen, the next time you around somebody who really don't understand how this shit go, just hit them with this. Tell them like, okay, yeah, I might be sick, but hey, my immune system working fine, because that's letting me know that, okay, I got to tighten up. I don't want to walk around this bit talking about, oh man, I don't ever get sick. When you know you eating Burger King every day, McDonald's every day, when you know you eating, corner store food, 7-Eleven food, when you know you drinking alcohol, when you know you're not sleeping properly, when you know you working 14, 16 hours a day, okay? When you know you smoke, GMO weed, right? When you know you smoking blacks, right? When you know you having uncontrollable sex, right? That's not a good thing. That's just letting you know, like, yo, you probably don't even got enough energy to produce this symptom. You better you you better tighten up. You might be one of the ones that's walking around and just drop like a dead, like just drop dead. So we just got to go about teaching the proper way. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. And I just do my best with presenting the information. I know it may not come off as like I'm a doctor or something like that. That's cool. You feel me? But I'm gonna relate to my people how I relate. You know what I'm saying? How we relate to each other. Y'all know how we talk. So, I'm not really trying to come on here and be all politically correct and stuff like that. I'm gonna talk to y'all how we talk, so y'all can understand it in the best way, because I don't want y'all to feel like I'm any better than y'all. So, I'm just presenting information. But anyways, with that being said, that concludes the video in regards to the topic. Symptoms are not the problem, they're actually the solution. If that makes sense. Okay. Y'all tune in tomorrow. We have Miss Felicia coming on. Matter of fact, let me see something right quick. See if I can throw up the let me take myself out of this. And we're gonna have some fun tomorrow while she talk about what is holistic health. I'm very, oh, matter of fact, it's right here. I'm tripping. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, family. That concludes. I hope everybody have a nice night. Hope this information, reach at least a few people. You feel me? And it was very informative and well appreciated. Digested and dissected already. So that pretty much concludes, man. So we're gonna end off with Mr. Prevention, man. Hey, listen, again, make sure y'all take advantage of that sale. Make sure y'all take advantage of that sale. I'm gonna show y'all one more time. Please take advantage of that sale. Please take advantage of that sale. You get 3, you select 3. The one less value or more cheaper, the most cheapest is for free. And then we add in the 1 ounce Bell Ball powder. You can't beat it. So this is all your selections. The Knockout Tea, all the sea mosses, the regular and the bladder rat. So you can't beat it. So don't play around. Y'all jump on it. Y'all jump on it. All right. So with that being said, I'm out, family. Peace. Y'all have a nice night.
Oh no, ma'am. We're going to get that shot right now.
No, Mommy, I don't want to get a shot.
But Princess, you have to. It's the only way to protect your immune system.
Hold on, wait. Before you get that shot, there's another way. Mr. P is here to bring you the Knockout Tea.
The Knockout Tea? What is that?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It strengthens your immune system, protects you from the cold and flu. It has all natural ingredients: organic elderberry, manuka honey, sea moss, ginger, clove, turmeric, and many more. And also, it's great for kids her age. Try it. You won't regret it.
This tastes amazing. I feel better already. Thank you, Mr. P.
No problem. It's my duty. And always remember, prevention is the best cure.
Prevention.